Hi everyone, my name is Shannon and this is my channel, The Sewing Warehouse, where I talk to you about my dressmaking journey. Today I have another FridaySews vlog for you, which is just a chatty vlog about all the sewing related things that I've done in the last week and what I'll be doing in the coming week. So let's get started with what I did in the previous week, last week, this week, and I will start with Saturday. So Saturday was the 1st of April, and I think most of you will know it was the birthday celebration of Guthrie and Ghani, 10-year anniversary. So Lauren hosted a party in her shop. It wasn't necessarily like a party where you say you're going to come at a certain time, but it was just throughout the whole day in the shop. It was party vibes, and she had special celebration thing going on, and the celebration thing was that she was going to release a special edition fabric in new society kits, and also sold them by the meter. So since Guthrie and Ghani is quite close to me, I obviously had to go. So I went on Saturday morning. The shop opens at 10 and I thought to myself, well, I'll go quite early, so it won't be so busy yet. So I got there at like 11:20 and it was rammed. It was packed in the shop already. So obviously very happy for Lauren, but I completely miscalculated that and the whole trip took me a lot longer than I thought it would. But anyway, I had a good time. So as you get to the shop, you can go upstairs to the studio or you can go to the left to go into the shop. And I went upstairs to the studio first because that's where she decorated the whole studio with birthday celebration things, and that's where you could buy the special fabric. So I got upstairs and the room was completely filled with people. Like you could barely move in there, and there was a line going like crisscross everywhere, which was quite funny, because I don't think people really thought about like queuing up in the most efficient way or anything. It was just, oh, we just got here, I'm just gonna queue somewhere. And she set up a table with the new fabrics and the kits, and you could have a look. And there was also fabric by the meter in 3 colorways, and it was on a viscose, 100% viscose. The kits were the Next Dress by Classic Core, and then she also had for a different fabric, jersey fabric, or French terry fabric, sorry, the Jara sweater, and I can't remember the pattern company. Anyway, I did not go for the kits because I wanted to go for the viscose, but I didn't like the Next Dress because it's a tier dress and it's just, that's not my style. So I knew you could buy the fabric by the meter as well, so I just figured I would just buy by the meter. But anyway, got upstairs, I bumped into Adele, who is Sew for Serenity, and then we met each other last year at Sew Prom. So it was really nice to just bump into her again and have a chat about, things that we've been doing, sewing related. Obviously we're both vloggers. I'm a bit newer than she is, so it's quite good to get her perspective on things, and it's good to hear that she's been watching my vlogs. So yeah, it was really nice just seeing her again. And then, well, I had to wait for I think about an hour and a half in the queue to be able to buy some fabrics, but as you probably know, the sewing community is just so nice. I'd just been chatting for an hour and a half with 2 ladies about everything sewing, so it was actually really good. It was really nice. I really enjoyed it. Talking to other dressmakers in real life is actually so much fun, so I really enjoyed that. And then I bought some fabric, and I will show you. Is this, I got the cream colorway, and it is so beautiful, guys. It is honestly, it has the most beautiful print and it feels really nice. and I bought 3 meters of it, and I'm going to make it into a saltwater slip dress. I wasn't, so when we were in line, we were obviously discussing what we were going to make with the fabric, and at first I thought a normal blouse would be nice. But then I was like, oh, actually no, this has to be a dress. It has to be a dress. So yeah, I decided on the saltwater slip dress. And then I saw a lady wearing this in the Calvin web dress. And that looked really, really nice as well. But then in the end, I thought, well, I already have the saltwater slip dress pattern. I should really make it again. So decided I'm going to use a pattern I already have, saltwater slip dress. It's going to be very pretty. And then apart from the fabric, she also had some special edition labels, which obviously I then had to get. I'll put in a picture actually so you can see it a little bit better. But it has 4 designs with the same flowers as the fabric. And then one of them says handmade, one of them says feel good, the other says be happy with a bee on it, and another says me made. So I've got 8 little labels in there. So obviously that's got to go in this dress as well. But yeah, I think they're really cute. So yeah, I left the house at like 11:15, and I think I came back around 3, and I was just tired. I was exhausted. So I just kind of had a chill day for the rest of the day. I mean, obviously I have been up since 6 in the morning. I cleaned for some hours and then went there. And my partner was home, so I could just relax, watch whatever movie I wanted. So I just kind of did that. And then on Sunday, I made the classic core poof, which I said I was going to make last week because I have so many remnant pieces that I kind of wanted to get rid of. So I made the classic core poof. I didn't make it with scrap fabric. I made it with normal fabric just so it looks a bit better in the house, I guess, more cohesive look in the house. But I did stuff it with remnants and scrap pieces and everything that I had left. But it wasn't enough. Apparently, I thought I had a lot of scrap pieces, but the poof disagrees. But it's good because you don't close it. I used Velcro for it rather than a zip, because I felt like I had that in my stash, and I just wanted to use up my stash rather than buy new things. So I used Velcro for it instead, so I can just open it back up and put more scraps in it as I go along, and it will eventually fill up. So I got that done, and it was actually quite easy. The make was really easy, the instructions were good, and it only took me about 2 hours to make, from printing the pattern to cutting it to actually putting it together. It only took me a few hours. So that was good. Which means that I can now get started on, designing my sewing space upstairs, which I'm very happy about. Then the rest of the week, obviously I work, so I don't do sewing a lot during the week, but I did manage to cut out my Blanca flight suit. So that is all ready to go. I did measure the pattern pieces, because I've heard from some people that they had to shorten the front, shorten the bodice quite a bit, and I know I'm not that tall, so I thought I would have to shorten it as well, but when I was measuring it, I got confused because from my shoulder to my waist, it measured about 45 centimeters. And then from on the pattern piece, the shoulder isn't straight, so I was confused, but I just took the middle point, measured it down to the waist point, and it was about 45-46 centimeters. So I figured I really didn't need to add that much. But then the finished garment measurement said that for the size 12 that I got out, that the finished garment measurement of the front of the bodice was 69 centimeters. So I am confused as to how that is going to work. But yeah, anyway, so the pattern, it said it was drafted for someone that is 167 centimeters tall, which is what I am. So I figured I will probably be fine. I don't know. I did, however, add to the rise, which is a first for me, but I measured it sitting down because with trousers, it's usually okay. You usually have to do more like thigh adjustments and stuff, but with these, and because it is a jumpsuit, you really want the rise to be big enough. So I figured it's better to have it too big than too small. So yeah, I measured my rise sitting down, and then I measured the rise of the pattern piece, pieces, the front and the back, obviously, and yeah, it turns out I had to add 8 centimeters to that. So we shall see how that's going to turn out. But that's all prepped and ready to go. And also I have my Little Miss So-and-so subscription box from March, my project that I haven't started yet. But I have decided to make this for someone else. Because the fabric is pretty, but it's not my style. And I like the pattern. But since the fabric is not my style, I figured, and I know it is someone else's style, one of my friends, I know she will love this. She will love this fabric, so she will get a lot more wear out of it, hopefully, than I would, because I would probably force myself to make it and then never wear it. So I just figured I will make it up in this fabric for her, and then I can use the pattern with the fabric that I do like for myself. At some point, because I do like the pattern. So the fabric is washed for that. She has given me her measurements, and I just need to start tracing the pattern and then cut it out and sew it up. It is a starch pattern, so I'm imagining it won't take that long to sew up. Because, well, I mean, what would it be? It would be sleeves, one back piece, 2 front pieces, and a belt, waistband. I don't know. So we shall see. I don't think it will take that long, especially with my overlocker. So yeah, I haven't decided on what I'm going to start yet. I'm not usually like this. I go on a project by project basis. So I start a project, I finish it, and then I start the next one. And now all of a sudden I have 2 projects cut out. I've got another one that I'm cutting out before I'm even starting sewing anything. Yeah, so it's a new one for me, but we shall see. It feels kind of weird because I haven't been sewing in now. Well, I guess I sewed Sunday, but it doesn't really feel like I've sewed something because I haven't made clothes. But obviously I've made that closet core poof just last weekend, but I'm feeling deprived, I guess, of sewing. It's just, it's busy with life, wedding planning, studying, work, and everything else. This weekend I also will not be sewing because my dad and my stepmom are coming to visit, so we'll be out and about all weekend. Hopefully the weather will improve a little bit. They can bring the sun, hopefully, a little. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But no sewing. I do have to study tomorrow morning, and I'm hoping I can finish all my homework, so I don't have to do any work on Monday, because that means I can have a sewing day on Monday. Because yeah, my parents are leaving Monday morning. So if I get all my work done tomorrow, fingers crossed, I can do sewing on Monday. And then I am conflicted about what I should start with. I should start with my French project because it's also for a Selfless Sew April, but also I'm flying to the Netherlands again on the 16th, so it'd be good if I can take it with me and give it to her then. Because otherwise she'll have to wait for it a long time. Other than that, I've got more plans for April. I am planning, what else was it? I'm planning to sew up my hinterland dress, which has been cut out for quite some time now. I have to start on my self-drafted skirt, which actually I'm so excited about it. I just want to get started with that. I have to start on my self-drafted skirt because my bachelorette is coming up, or my hen do, as you British people say it. It is coming up, so I should get started on it so I can finish it in time, hopefully. But I should do. I've got a week of holiday at the end of April. That is just going to be sewing. Oh, I love it. But obviously now I also have to set up my new sewing space upstairs. So I have to find some time to do that as well. But yeah, so first things first, my parents are going to come for this weekend. I have to then sell the bed that we have upstairs. I have to get rid of it. So if anyone wants a bed, please contact me. I've got one. You can have it for free. I don't care. I just want my space. Then I have to put up my desk and then organize my whole sewing space there. So yeah. So I don't really have much more exciting things to tell you. So yeah, I hope you have a good Easter weekend and can get some sewing time in. So let's go sew.